Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you could see it and you could purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com, and today we are discussing one of the best received new watches of 2019 based on the all-new for 2018 Cartier Santos Large. This is the Cartier Santos Skeleton ADLC Noctambule, quite literally the night owl. The watch is imposing stainless steel with amorphous diamond-like carbon scratch-resistant black coating on the outside. The watch is a fusion of last year's Santos Large Skeleton with a fully loomed movement, and I'll explain that later in the video, but it'll be self-evident when we get to the loom shot. Now, the watch preserves the basic size of the Santos Large, so from 3 o'clock to the edge of the crown guard, I should say from 9 o'clock to the edge of the crown guard on the 3 o'clock side, you have 39.8 millimeters. So the watch is a wonderfully accommodating 47.5 millimeters from lug to lug across the wrist. So you can wear this watch on a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference. For reference, again, my wrist is 16 centimeters circumference if you're new to the channel. And the watch is only 9.8 millimeters thick, meaning it's an excellent companion for a tight dress sleeve or cuff. It will fit easily. Pop open the strap. We'll take a quick look at some of the accessories. The watch uses a strap best described as anthracite, which is neither gray nor black. Named after a metallic coal, the watch has exactly that coloration. Semi-gloss, you can see thick construction that swells to match the swell of the lugs. Perfect conformation to the end profile of the case, so it has a nice integrated look, just as the Santos on a bracelet. Monotone stitch, large rectangular scale alligator leather, and this handmade French strap, which is Cartier factory spec, features calfskin on the underside. The buckle is a smart piece designed in the image of Louis Cartier's pioneering 1909 folding clasp that was the industry's first deploying clasp. Polished ADLC on the outside, and you can see satin finished on the inside. There is a crimping system that allows you to set the sizing so there's no actual perforation in the strap so it never gets gouged. You set it to your size and you forget it. There's no need for minder loops externally because all of the extra length is fitted underneath the clasp and the strap. So there's also a very smart system here, and it is known as quick switch, and it simply allows you to trigger and release the buckle by pushing a spring-loaded tab on the underside. This is descended from the system on the late great Cartier Roadster, but this one's easier to use and you need less nail, as you can see, to operate it. Now I'm going to remove both sides. It is a smart system that allows you to quickly swap out, for example, to put the watch on a water-resistant Cartier strap for use in the water, and the timepiece is 100-meter water-resistant, so you will want to avail yourself of that potential. Now the case is mostly finished as the standard Santos Large is. Aside from the amorphous diamond-like carbon, which is highly scratch-resistant and changes the color of the case, the main change externally is the move to a satin finished bezel. This little waterfall profile was new for 2018. Previously, the Santos simply used a rounded off square. Well, that little waterfall is new, and you can see rather than the polish on the standard Santos, this is a satin finish. The only polish on this watch is actually the underside of the lugs, where you get an extra thick layer of ADLC to avoid scratching when you replace the strap, and then you get a polished bevel along the case flank, and that is the only polish externally. You turn the watch over and you can find that there is a little bit of polish on the outer facing of the crown with a geometric form and a faceted spinel in the image of blue sapphire inset. That's a Cartier signature. There are little crown guards to prevent it from shearing, and although it is a push-down crown, the watch does enjoy that 100-meter water resistance. Now, the Cartier Santos uses signature and polished dial side bolts to fix the bezel in place, and that is not just historically true, but it's very trendy at the moment in the watch sector. You can see the dial features a skeletonized movement. This is the caliber 9612, 20 joules manual wind, twin barrels, 28.8 beat rate, and 72-hour power reserve. It is handsomely finished, and you can see that the base plate of the movement has been skeletonized to become the stylized Roman numerals of the dial itself. Broadsword hands, and here's the thing, the entire base plate, the hands, and the Cartier engraving on the dial are loomed, and you will see that. You can also appreciate that the motion works visible underneath the skeletonized portion allows you to see some of the functional guts of the watch, and I certainly appreciate that. The finishing on the movement is very, very good. So last year we saw for the first time a Cartier Santos Skeleton available with stainless steel. Well, this is steel plus the ADLC. Caliber 9612 so far is unique to this model, and you can see the glinting, gleaming edges of every bridge. The anglage is incredibly bright, rounded, broad, and smooth. There's machine finishing, and then there's machine machine finishing, and this is the latter. While it is largely mechanical in its execution, it's really only one grade down from what you'll get at Vacheron, Laurent Ferrier, or Patek Philippe on mass-produced models. It is very good. There's satin on the wheels, black polished screws, and a lovely vertical satin finish across all of the bridges. It's very handsome. There's a black polished regulator with Etikron for extreme accuracy, and a micrometric regulator with a Cartier C logo and an eccentric screw for adjustments of less than 5 seconds incremental per 24 hours. This is a very capable, handsome, and beautiful watch. You could see it and make it yours on the watch box. The Santos Night Owl in its element, fully loomed movement, Cartier engraving, and hands. I promised you a light show, and Cartier has delivered.